I'm going to show you a quick way to load up a couple of patches and a couple of sounds in Omnisphere. Right now I've got a multi loaded up, and you'll notice that on the left-hand side I've got a small miniaturized version of a patch browser. We'll take a look at how to increase the size of it a little bit later on. If I'm in a part, then you're going to see the patch browser for just parts, things that will load up in a part slot. When I go to multi, the patch browser will automatically change over to the multi browser and allow me to load up the multis. As you can see right now, I've got a pretty substantial multi loaded up. Now that's pretty cool, but how do I get rid of that stuff if I want to start from scratch and just load up a single sound? Well, what I can do is I can just go to my first part and right-click up here in the name of the patch. And here I have the choice where I can initialize the multi and put everything to its default settings, or clear it and have no sounds loaded up at all, not a single sine wave, nothing. While I'm here, you can see that you can also do the same thing to just this patch, or you can do the same thing to just this layer. So if I want to initialize or clear out layer A right here, I can. Or I can initialize and clear out the entire patch, layer A and B, the orb, the effects, all that stuff. Or I can initialize and clear out the entire multi. The choice is mine. So I'm going to right click and I'm going to clear the entire multi. So now when I play, I'll have nothing because there's no sounds. Let me close the patch browser and see. Yep, I'm hitting some MIDI notes, but no sounds coming out. There's nothing loaded up in any of the parts, and everything is right at square one, ready for me to load things up. Now on the left-hand side, I can load up a patch by choosing from the patch browser, and it will load up only a single patch into this part slot. So I just scroll through, pick something cool like Nautilus Caves. Very sound designy. Awesome. So now what I can do is go through and add more to the multi. I can pick part 2 and throw it in there, or I can stick with, if I don't want to make a multi, because, you know, a lot of times you don't want to make one, just load up a different sound. So I'm in Noisescape, so everything's going to be a little noisy. I'm going to Retroland and pick out some musical sounds. And notice that it loaded up 2 different layers. So this sound loaded up 2 layers. Again, the hierarchy of sounds is at work here. Now, this is not the only way to load up patches. There's a much more substantial patch browser because we've got over 7,000 patches to deal with. And it can be a little bit daunting to find the sound you're looking for if you don't know how to use the patch browser. So we'll take a look at opening the patch browser and getting a little deeper with that next.